Hello, everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. Hope that you're all very well. It was a long weekend here in Greece, so yesterday I did not upload for you. Today is the 9th of June, so we're 4 days away from that full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius, everyone, which was not an easy eclipse, as I called it, the Angry Eclipse. And that was because it was in a difficult angle to Mars in Pisces. You know, Mars in Pisces, Mars is the aggression. It's trying to move forward and not being able to. Pisces is gas, it's water, it's a water sign. It's, you know, Mars in Pisces can also be anything to do with feeling like the victim, not being able to move towards what we want to manifest, okay? But Pisces can also be, you know, the collective, you know, unification. So everyone coming together, maybe everyone suffering all together, or everyone together feeling on a collective scale that we are victimized by whatever is going on in the world. Not easy, not easy. And this week, I'm going to let you all know, is not going to be an easy week. In a couple of days, we've got the Sun squaring Neptune. But the thing is, the Sun is going to be squaring not only Neptune, but Mars as well. And that could be, you know, out of control energies. You know, Neptune, god of the seas, Poseidon, very watery, a lot of emotions, right? Pisces is a water sign. It's also a sign of what is hidden. It is the 12th house. Not only that, but Pisces can be the divine love, but this is the Sun squaring our emotions. This is the Sun squaring or trying to find out to clear up things that have been an illusion. Neptune can be that illusion. The Sun is trying to clear things up, to show things to us. So there can be a vast energy of emotions now. And I'm going to tell you also, there could be, and there's a lot going on. I mean, the waters of Pisces and Neptune being there is very, very strong. Mars squaring the Sun, as well as, you know, Mars and Neptune together. For instance, that could be a tsunami of emotions. It can be a literal tsunami. We know that, you know, a tidal wave could come around because of an earthquake. This could also be earthquakes, whether it's on a natural phenomenon, or in our own lives. So with that said, I think I will leave you with that. We're coming up to the solstice as well on the 21st of June. That's when the eclipse is happening. The eclipse at 0 Cancer. So a lot more to say, a lot that we need to be talking about, but I will give you more information as we go through. One last thing, that the moon is in the sign of Aquarius. We know that Aquarius can be a form of detachment. Aquarius can also mean being part of a group, but feeling you know, that we've got to use our higher mind to bring in the difference. You know, it's sort of like being the odd one out where everyone else is concerned, a group situation. I feel that that's what is happening with the moon in Aquarius, and this is our emotions. So some of us could be cutting someone off emotionally, okay? And that's got to do with Uranus, which rules Aquarius, and Uranus can be the rebel. So, okay, doing things unexpectedly. News coming in unexpectedly, news to do with our future. Let's take today's card. Today's karma dharma, everyone, is, and we've got the Temperance card, and I'm holding the cards in reverse again. That's funny. I have said that the tables have turned. The tables are turning, everyone. They're turning for everyone on a different level. Temperance, some of us are very impatient. Now, this is the aggression. We know that Mars in Pisces can be aggressive. It's passive aggressiveness, okay? Wanting change, wanting to do something and not being able to do it. Why? Because we need to wait until the end of the month when Mars is going to move into the sign, its rulership of Aries. That's when it will be all systems go. So I'm going to say that you need to be very patient. Some of us are just where this is like a pressure cooker. I feel that there is an explosion of emotions here. Someone out there is not able to move freely, and that can bring the aggression. Some of you, I should say, cannot move, whether it's flying to a distant country, Sagittarius. It's the vision of the world. It's the future. It's also Archangel Michael, which is saying that something is being worked out. Temperance is alchemizing that iron into gold. Okay. And it's just a lot of pressure at this time, everyone. So do try and see that everyone is feeling these energies. It's not just you. It's not the person next door. It's not the person across the road. So this is also dealings with our beliefs, our religion. You know that this pressure cooker feeling is something that if something, let's say, cannot be held back, and we have that harsh conversation, we have that fight, we have that aggression from someone, know that this too, of course, it's letting off energy, but many times something constructive can come out of that. Why? Because the difficult aspects in the astrology, the squares, let's say, and we've got the Page of Wands. The squares are energies that need to bring in the change. Where there is no pressure, there is no change. There is the stagnancy of Pisces, not moving, waiting. We're in a recessive energy. We have been the past few months. It's end of the month. It's time to take the action. Not yet, everyone. Let's take the cards. What is the spread about today? What is the message, please, Spirit? Let's take the hidden position. We've got Leo, which is strength, and this is trying to hold back on your wild side. Someone is trying to hold on to a situation. Someone's trying to control themselves and not come forward. We've got a fair bit of fire here. I usually see the Page of Wands as, I usually see it as Aries, because this is someone who wants to go on an adventure. It's fresh energy. It's the youth. It's the seed, which is Aries. We've got Leo, we've got Sag, and we've got Aries here. What about in the recent past? Another indication of fire. Ace of Wands, something that we've created in the past, something that we felt passionate about, has been going through some form of change and transformation. Okay, just like that chrysalis, the moth, going through that stage of changing. Another card has opened. We've got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, which is Pisces. Unconditional love. This can mean an apology is coming through, a wave of emotions. Someone is just blurting out what their heart holds. And because I don't read reversals here, this is an apology which is coming through with a lot of tears. Someone wants to come back. Someone wants to apologize. Someone wants the chance to start over. Let's take another card. And we've got the Hanging Man. There's the Piscean. Pisces, look at all that emotion. Look at all that water, everyone. Someone's seen the situation from a different perspective. Okay? They've been enlightened. We've got the Ace of Swords, clarity, truth, severing ties with something that we've sacrificed too much and not being appreciated here, I feel. 2 aces, everyone. Ace of Swords, truth, but also a successful new beginning. We've got the 4 of Swords here. Okay, and the 4 of Swords, someone is awakening. Some of you, you're dealing with someone that's already awakened. We've got a few swords, which are perception. It's the perception, it's the conversation. We're in Venus, retrograde in the sign of Gemini. Someone's been through a heartbreak. They're ready to take that sword. They're practically just received, let's say, the understanding. They've been able to see, they're clear now on what they've been trying to reach, a point of completion that they've been trying to reach, or maybe even being able to see that they need to close the door on something and have a new beginning here. Could be also at a distance with the Temperance card. Let's see. And it's got to do with family. We've got a 4 here, and this speaks of our emotional security, our financial security, and also even monetary, okay, but also family. So feeling secure even within ourselves, feeling safe. Let's have a look at the position of the divine. And we've got the Wheel of the Year, the Wheel of Fortune. It is that time. Okay, it is that time. There is an understanding. Truth is coming in. The wheel is turning. It's turning now. It's going to change, and it can change unexpectedly through pressure, as I said. Let's take, wow, and we've got the Moon here. I'm going to take some more cards now. The Moon, of course, is our emotional security, our family, our mother, deception, dreams, intuition, fears. We've got the King of Wands here, which is a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. King of Wands is someone that usually runs with their desires. Could also be someone that's been a little bit hidden where their emotional self is concerned. Maybe this was someone that was showing up as more, you know, they were reaching towards their desires more than being open and trusting with their heart here. That's what I see. We've got the 9 of Swords, a lot of worry around this King of Wands, whether it is a fire sign or not. Sun, Moon, Rising, I'm going to say. Let's take some more cards. I'd like to take the Lenormand. Let's have a look. And some of you may be having some news. This is, as I said, it's the sign of Cancer. Cancer rules the 4th house of family. Now, this is Pisces Cancer, but because I usually see the Moon as the 4th house. It's family, it's lineage, it's our emotional security, as I say always. The eclipse is going to be on the solstice, on the 21st, at 0 degrees of Cancer. Okay, and that's going to be a total solar eclipse. Okay, and that is cardinal energy. It's taking the action. Okay, it's going to be a new portal that will be opening. That could be a portal where someone is wanting to escape a situation that did not help them feel secure. Okay, this is like a point of the door opening. Okay, and this could bring huge changes. This time, now we're in between eclipses, so we've got the Fox. And the Fox can speak of deception, but it can also speak of intelligence, manipulation, yes. Okay. The fox usually looks backwards. It's very much like the Seven of Swords. So this is saying you've been dealing with someone that was manipulative, or you are trying to be intelligent in some manner. It is a number 14, which is the same as the Temperance. So, and as you could see, he's got a bird in his hands. So he's got a prey. He's preying on that bird, which the birds always speak of communication, but also freedom. So how does that speak to you in your own life? We've got the tree. Now the tree can be something long-lasting, something to do with the past. It's got the roots. It speaks of family. It speaks of a very strong connection. So a soulmate connection. This could speak of family, extended family, health. And we've got the whip. And the whip can speak of conversations, difficulties. It's very similar to the Five of Wands. It is a number 11, which speaks of karma. Okay, and this could speak, I usually see the whip very many times as the justice card. Why? Because it is a number 11, just like justice. Some of you to get to your freedom, if you've been in a controlling situation, a family, whether it's your extended family, your parents, your own family, let's say. I do see the whip as there will be difficult conversations. For others of you, you're reaching a point of needing to seek help through the law. But this could also mean that conversations can bring in the harmony and the balance. Okay, let's take another card on that whip. Very important. We've got 1930. These numbers add up to a 30. That equals expansion and growth, but this could also mean three people, an outsider within this situation. And we've got the stork here, which is a point of transition, moving. And this is a 17, which is the star. It's the star number, right? So a sense of something to do with relocation, moving. The stork also brings the child, brings in something new, news, something that's at a distance. And again, this could mean relocating, moving to someone, towards someone or towards another place and residing elsewhere. So that can mean many, many things. What's at the bottom? And we've got the heart. So the heart of the matter, relationships, love. 24 equals a 6. Now, as I said, this equals a 30, 54. So it's a 9. We're almost there. There's the rider. Another ace brings the 10. We've also got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10. Now, there could be a visitor coming in, good news coming in about love, changes where love is concerned, where your heart is concerned. Let's take more cards. Let's take this Temperance card. And I don't know about you guys, but it's an uphill battle. It is. It really is. I mean, the divine is asking for more and more patience. Not only patience, but also get ready to take control. Get ready to manifest, to move towards your desires. Get ready for change. There are many changes. The second part of 2020, people, is going to be life-changing. What's happening here? We've got the Magician, communication, manifestation. Could also be the Trickster. Wow, 7 of Swords. Some of you are closing the door on someone that's been a trickster in your life, someone that's been manipulative. You're cutting them out. Now, this is also saying that you now have all the tools to make the magic. And this is divine intervention, which is going to prove that you've been smart enough, wise enough, or that you've grown. You've grown into being someone wiser, Why? Because Sagittarius is wisdom. You've grown wiser through the manipulation, through the difficulties, through the lessons. What is here? We've got the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, wins the race, everyone. Let's take a card on each position. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. And we've got the Knight of Wands. So someone is growing. Knight of Wands, we know, is someone that moves towards their desires. This is someone who does not hold back. This could be communication and news coming in, or someone is ready to start. They're getting ready for that journey. Could be a metaphorical or literal journey. Let's see the Strength card. We've got the Two of Cups, everyone. And the relationships, I will say, that are going through these tests, if they're not strong enough, if they don't have the roots, they will not make it through this storm. They will not make it through this tsunami. And it's asking, and I'm getting the goosebumps, it's asking for strength, whether this is love, family, siblings, work. Okay, let's take the Ace of Wands. And we've got the King of Swords. We did have the King of Wands, now we've got the King of Swords. This could be the same person, as we've got the wand here as well. This could be the same person. Someone that may have closed you off from their lives and they've been going through a transformation. This could be the clarity. This could also be the potential for something to be reborn, coming up from its ashes. We've got the butterfly here, which is very Plutonian. Let's have a look at that Page of Cups. And you know, this could also mean that someone is, this King of Swords, whoever this is for you, could be Aquarius, could be Gemini, Libra, doesn't have to be. What I do see is that there's a lot of Pluto around this person, whether they're going through a transformation or they've been Plutonian, they've been dark, they have been open with their heart. I do feel that they're either now ready to communicate that. Yeah. They're ready to communicate about what they desire. And you may have also been dealing with someone more on a physical level, not so much on an emotional level. I do feel that this King of Swords has been only showing what they desire and not what makes them emotionally open and vulnerable. Let's have a look at that Page of Cups. We've got the Five of Cups. So we've got 6 cups altogether here. If this is someone that you've cut off or they've cut you off, I do feel that they've felt as though their world has stopped here. And there is, as I said, there's a strong wave of emotions, maybe even the truth coming through. Let's have a look at the Hanged Man. And we've got the Five of Swords. Someone has been battling with themselves. We've got a couple of fives here. Fives speak of change. We've got another 5 on the tree here. So the 5 could be family issues that are holding someone back. Maybe even karma. Maybe even karma. Let's have a look, because the 5 of Swords is a battle. It is a battle. Someone's been battling to close off a cycle in their life. They've been battling with themselves, whether they've been open. Some of you are battling with yourself, trying to see the truth after the illusion that someone's been trying to keep you in the dark with. But we've got the Ace here. Let's have a look. And we've got the Empress. The Empress is Venus, of course. It's Libra, it's Taurus, but it's also manifestation. She is the pinnacle of love. She is the pinnacle of desire. She is expansion, growth, abundance, and nurturing. But this is also someone who's been trying to, I don't know, maybe could also be a mother that's very manipulative. towards her child, her children, her family. For others of you, the Empress does say that this is the clarity of something that has been planted. The seeds have been planted. Now it's asking for the patience, okay, as she will give birth at some point. Let's take the Four of Swords. We do have a few cards which speak of patience, that things, as I said, will start to roll at the end of June. This week, though, can be really harsh on, because we want to move forward and we can't, and therefore that anger we may turn it inwards, and it will be tears, it will be emotions, but it can also speak of tough love. We've got the Five of Swords here, Five of Cups. Let's look at that Four of Swords. And we've got the King of Wands here, everyone. He's here again. Now, if this is the same person, King of Swords, King of Wands, he's ready now to take the action. He's ready now to take that leap of faith. We've got the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. For others of you, this could be a new person or someone that you've known. Some of you may have cut out the King of Swords. This is someone who's very cutting. They may have cut you out if this is two different people. Some of you, yes, could be in a love triangle, as we've got two masculine and one feminine energy here. But I do feel that the understanding of the Two of Cups here, and we've got Leo here. Leo is the sign of true love. It's also risk-taking and children. But this is also, Leo is the child that wants to play and have fun. So it's also the card of trust. Do you trust that this is a connection that is meant to be? Do you trust that? Well, then you need to learn to either control yourself, hold back, and move when it's time to move. And you can flip the reading where the other person is doing this. Some of you have been very patient. Someone is summoning up the courage. That's what I was saying on the last reading, to come forth. Let's take this karmic wheel. We've got a few cards. I won't take those, but we do have the Emperor, who came out almost in the reverse. He was like that. Now we've got the Empress and the Emperor. Okay, for those of you that have been dealing with someone that was quite controlling, you're letting them go. Someone manipulative, you're letting them go. For others of you, the Emperor could be your divine counterpart, someone that maybe you've been waiting on. Okay, maybe they've been waiting on you. Now, these could also be parents. Okay, these could be parents. Some of you may be parents yourselves. All I can see here is that there's a lot of masculine energy, and masculinity is Mars. Now, the Emperor is usually Aries. I like to say Taurus as well. Could be any other sign. You know, the King of Swords could be the Emperor. This could be another side to them. Now, the Emperor can be hardship. He can be Saturnian. He's proven himself, or you've proven yourself to them. The change is coming here, that what comes after the will comes stability. The Emperor is a number 4. This gives us more security where work is concerned, home, children, family, whatever. The Emperor is a leader. He is the Emperor, so he reigns over the empire. Okay, now, yes, the kings could be another side to this Emperor, or these could be on a collective scale. And I'm going to say, if this has got to do with what's going on in the world, okay, the Empress could be something that is going to be born. Something is being prepared. The Emperor could be the world leader. Yes, they could be a couple. I don't doubt that. But also, the Emperor could be, you know, a leader, the world leader. And the King of Wands and the King of Swords could be other leaders who reign beneath him. So I do see that there could be a team effort here, because the tree can also speak of family. So there is a sense of familiarity here, or understanding as well on a collective scale. The moon, let's take a card on that, because that's very important. You know, the Two of Cups can also be an agreement here. And the Magician is an ace. Okay, so this is vital, a vital reflection of what's going on in the sky. You know, the planets towards what's happening here in our own lives. Let's take a look at that moon. And the moon is recessive. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So yes, it's good not to take the action yet. Seven of Pentacles is something that we've invested in. Someone is looking at their security, their monetary, financial, emotional. What else do we have? I was going to say, I would have loved the sun to come out, and here it is, everyone. And yes, it's got to do with the eclipse. We've got moon and sun, and I knew it, the soulmate connection. But also children, innocence. Why? Because we've got Five of Cups, and the Sixth Cup is in the hands of the Page of Cups. And we've got the Ten of Wands here, so this is getting to the end of a cycle. Seven of Wands, keep on pushing until we get to the end, where sometimes this energy is unbearable. Okay, but something's gotta, you know, everything is cycles. This is the ending of that cycle. We've got the ace here, which is saying that, yes, the potential is here. We've got a couple of aces, everyone. What I'd like to do now, and I do feel this is, as I said, it's got a lot to do with the eclipses. So we've got Leo, Cancer, Pisces. We've got Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We've got Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. The water energies here is Cancer, Pisces. Scorpio, I don't really see it here, even though the butterfly here can indicate a little bit of that. What I'd like to do now is I'm going to take the Moonology Oracle cards as advice. And I will read from the booklet for you. I want to take one card on this Seven of Swords, everyone. One card on that seven. And sevens are a number of conflict. But you know, seven is also the divine. So, Four of Pentacles. Wow. Four of Pentacles. The Miser card. What I see here is someone won't be able to hold back on their emotions. They're going to blurt them out. As I said, like a wave of emotions here, like a tsunami. Four of Pentacles is usually my Taurus card, which Taurus is all about values. It's what makes us feel comfortable. Okay, and you may be dealing with a Taurian that has kept you in the dark here. Now, Four of Pentacles could also mean that you're trying to be smart where your finances are concerned, but also anything to do with family again. Fours always speak of family. Let's take one more card right on that. And we've got the Two of Swords. So, wow, Two of Swords. Oh, that lack of clarity, the blindfold, the decision. And here I feel as though someone needs to calm themselves, to heal themselves before. And I feel that someone's been in two minds. They've been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And they're trying to see the truth here with the Four of Swords. The King of Wands does move towards what he wants to accomplish, what he wants to create. He's not going to sit back anymore. He's going to be ready to move. And that's with the fire beneath him. Let's take the card here, the message, the advice. And we have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, South Node, which speaks of a lot of karma. Now, the South Node is obviously something very, very karmic, something to do with familiarity. We come from the South Node, so this is a past lifetime. This is our childhood, but this is also something that we need to let go of. We're supposed to be moving towards the North Node, right? Now, the South Node is in Sagittarius, so it's got to do with religion, beliefs, envisioning the world, other cultures, other nationalities, racism. And this is us having to excrete, to let go of something that is holding us back. That's what I see here. But it says, don't let your past hold you back, South Node. So don't let it hold you back. Let's read from the book because that is important. Here we are. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, even you, needs to be released, that there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. Additional meanings is a relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. And the teaching of this card is the South Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going south. On the horoscope chart, it shows us where we are likely to become obsessed with, but which will probably do us little or no good. The South Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us of the well-known phrase, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. So it's like madness, right? It's like doing something again and again and waiting for a different result. That is madness, okay? So this is something that you need to release from your past. Maybe this is an unhealthy relationship, maybe even a mindset. But I do see that there is hope here with a stork. For those of you that have had trouble maybe getting pregnant, I do see that someone who is a fire sign may be your direction in this, because we've got the Four of Swords, which is a card of healing. Now, it could be a fire sign or an air sign. You know, the King of Swords could be a doctor, okay? Someone who could be helping you find your way where this is concerned, pregnancy, because the Empress can mean a literal pregnancy, right? Leo is also the house of children, so all right, I don't know. I think I'll leave it at that, everyone. I do want to thank you so much. I'm just going to take 2 cards from my handwritten cards, okay, that some of you like. Some of you are telling me that these cards can sort of put you off the reading, so steer you in another direction. But I'm going to say these cards are very personalized, so if they do not speak to you, they're not for you. So I'm going to take one on the King of Swords right now. Wow, you are so hot, I want you, you drive me crazy. So there is fire in this King of Swords. He's on the Ace of Wands, right? As I said, could be the same person as the King of Wands. Let's look at the King of Wands. Win or lose, I'm going to take the chance on love or chance at the casino. Let's take a card on the Emperor, which is right next to the wheel. I want you with me. I want you to be mine. I can't live without you. And he wants a commitment, this Emperor. Let's take a look at the Empress. We are so different, and I don't know if this could ever work out. I don't know what to do. And that's another 5. Let's take one more on the Empress. I had been dreaming about you before I met you. And this does speak of differences. You know, it could also mean here that, because as I say always, this message could be from this figure here, the Empress, let's say, or it could be someone communicating that to her. So take it as it resonates for you. I will leave it there. I want to thank you all very, very much. And I do hope that this gave you a little bit of clarity. Sending you much love, everyone.